What is up, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of Chronicles of a Virgo podcast. And as usual, I'm your favorite Virgo host, Shakita Johnson. And happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year, happy Wednesday, happy January, happy all of those things. This is the first episode of 2024. So, hello. I feel like I have not been before you guys in so long, but your girl is back. Your girl is feeling good. Your girl is great. And we are going to get into some things in this episode. But like I said, thank you guys for joining me back for another lovely episode to kick off the 2024 year. And also, it is a celebratory episode. Okay. We are celebrating 2 years of Chronicles of a Virgo podcast being in existence. All right. So, yes, we got some things to get into in this episode. But first and foremost, if you hear some noise in the background, I apologize. I am recording outside of my normal routine hours and they are plowing snow. I don't know where you guys are, but here in Baltimore, we got some snow over the course of the weekend and they are now out cleaning it. So just bear with me. Hopefully, you guys don't even hear what I'm talking about. But if you do, I apologize in advance. But before we get into our lovely episode, we have to continue to do our mental health check and check in with ourselves. All right. Hopefully, you guys have been out there taking inventory of your body, mind, and spirits and getting yourself aligned and your frequency is high. So, your girls' mental health today, on a scale of 1 to 5, we are going to give it a solid 4. All right. So, that is definitely way better than what the last episode was on how we ended 2023. But again, we are a solid 4 today, and it has been a long time coming. It has been a lot that has gone into getting my levels and things back up, but I am overall grateful for just still being here. Grateful for having air in my lungs and just being healthy and feeling good. And like I said, getting my body and my nervous system back together. And most importantly, my mental health. I mentioned that some things had transpired in my personal life and it really had taken a burden on me. And now I am on leave from work for the rest of the month. Shout out to that because I do know that some people don't have the opportunity to take those necessary breaks or just the length of time to really regroup and get themselves together. And I'm grateful that I was offered that. Um, I highly, highly recommend, maybe look into your benefits just a little bit deeper. That's what I was explaining before of just the underlining of benefits and things that you may be paying for and don't even know. All right. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I do not like my money and my time to go to waste. All right. So again, make sure you guys are taking proper inventory of yourselves and checking in with your mental health and your body before it gets too late. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but sometimes we can just be going, not thinking we need a break, maybe thinking we're going to miss something or we're going to fall short. But in reality, you need to take care of your body because if your body starts to shut down, you're not going to be good for yourself and definitely not others that you're out here serving. Okay. So continue to do those mental health checks. Continue to make sure that your physical wellness is good. It is the beginning of the year. Go get them wellness visits. Schedule your mammograms, your pap smears, blood work, fellas, the colonoscopy screenings for everybody, the prostate exams, whatever it is that you need to do, any type of annual wellness screenings, please go get them done. And even sleep screenings. Later on, coming up in the next few weeks, I have someone that talks about that in one of our episodes, the importance of getting like sleep exams. So just different areas that to look into just to make sure that everything is good because we want to have a prosperous and healthy 2024. At least I do. Okay. So again, do those checks, take care of yourself. All right. So yes, guys, This episode is celebratory. We are celebrating 2 years of the lovely launch of Chronicles of a Virgo podcast. It has been 2 years since your girl took a leap of faith and stepped into the unknown, fully unknowing of what was to come of Chronicles of Virgo, the podcast, the social medias, trying to figure everything out. I knew what my mission was. My mission was just to continue to help other people heal and motivate people to just be good in life. Because if you knew me prior to 2022 and where I am now, it has been phenomenal growth in all areas of my life. And I just wanted to tell my story about my mental health and my sexual assault because I know that a lot of people struggle with different type of mental health issues as well as different type of traumatic experiences, and I have had a lot, unfortunately, but life has still been going on for me, and I had just been finding different ways to just get through things, especially wanting to talk about therapy. And I've been able to do that and then start holding space for other people to tell their stories and also inviting other professionals on that are skilled in those areas that can offer their expertise and different mechanisms to help people heal. And then I started taking some of that stuff in myself, and I'm like, okay, life does continue to get better as long as we continue to pour into ourselves in those ways and we foresee those things for ourselves, learning about the power of the mind, learning about the power of your words, enhancing your community with different individuals, stepping outside of your comfort zone. This podcast has been more than me just talking, and it's been me just growing and elevating, but also bringing people along that wanted to grow and elevate in their life. May not be professionally, but just on a personal level, a mental level, a health level. So I am definitely grateful. You're going to hear me use that word a lot today. All right. So get used to it. I am definitely grateful and honored that people have chose my platform to speak and offer those words of encouragement, the expertise, because it takes a community. I don't care what no one says. You cannot life by yourself. I used to think that you could, but you can't. And it is a huge benefit of having proper people in place that help you get through life. And I am definitely grateful for my tribe. You guys hear me talk about them all the time. Words cannot explain the emphasis on grateful for my tribe. Okay. I might get on their nerves from time to time, and that's normal. But needless to say, keeping good people around you will take you a long way. Um, so yeah, even thinking about the fact that this is the second year of the podcast, it kind of leaves me speechless because there were so many times when I wanted to just stop because I didn't know what was going to come of this. And just, felt like I just didn't know what direction to take things in. And I realized the importance of really taking a step back, um, revamping things, but really taking a break because sometimes we get burnt out in different ways that we don't realize. And taking a break of just putting out, whether it's a content, shows, social media, and social media overall will definitely help elevate your brain juices and just give you free up the space that you need to just think and properly produce. I've learned that and I emphasize about it, whether people want to listen or not. It helps. It definitely helps. So I want to continue to come forward with this platform. I don't know what it's going to consist of moving forward. All I do know is going to continue to elevate because I am continuing to rise like the phoenix. Okay. I am continuing to elevate in different parts of my life. And I know that my platform will transform into greatness as well because it is greatness behind it. Okay. So as we are thriving through 2024 so far, even though it's only been a few weeks, I don't normally set like New Year's resolutions. I do goals. That's just been easier for me to do. Vision boards and all that fancy stuff. I have tried it in the past, but wasn't too like consistent with it But one thing that I did do coming into this year was I did a vision board bingo card. It was something that was trending on TikTok. I know I love my TikTok. And, it's set up like a bingo card or whatever. You put different goals on there for yourself. And it made me so happy to kinda, like, challenge myself because it's really getting me out my comfort zone of doing more for myself, but also embracing the milestones no matter how big or small. So me getting to this monumental moment of celebrating 2 years, I was like, "Oh, I wanna go all in," because this platform was built on so much, and it has become so much, and I owe it to myself, but also owe to people that have supported me along the way. So the actual launch date of Chronicles of Virgo was January the 14th. So this past Sunday, me and my friends, who all have been a part of the podcast, the Virgo podcast, Chronicles of Virgo podcast, we all went out to dinner and we had good food, good drinks, good laughs, just good presence of people. And the vibes were good. The energy was good. There was so much love. No, your girl did not cry. Kept it together. I think I cried enough going into all of this just because it's just like, oh my God, I'm here, you know? Um, like I said, it's been so many times I've just like maybe called this quits, just ease out of things, but I continue to just come back to the surface and get it together. And God continues to just pour so much into me that I have to pour back into other people. And yeah, we celebrated, got some nice flowers, just had a really, really good time, prayed. It was maybe a little bit to someone else, but it was a lot to me. I'm very intentional and want to continue to be very intentional about my interactions and being in community and relationship with people. So my friends know that, and I'm so grateful that they were able to embrace all of that and embrace me. So shout out to you guys, Jessica, Jasmine, Abby, Janelle, and another friend joined us, but they like to be a little incognito, but shout out to her too. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you for being a part of Chronicles of a Virgo podcast. Thank you for building me up when your girl has needed it and always stood on authenticity and just realness. Like, I love y'all for that. I love what this year has started for all of us. And I know we will all continue to prosper in the best ways. So thank y'all. I love my tribe. Like I said, you can't do life by yourself. Gotta have some good people around you. And I'm definitely grateful for mine. So yeah, we also did a video. I had an idea of putting together like a celebratory video. It is up on YouTube. So if you're not tapped in with me on YouTube, please go follow the YouTube for Chronicles of Virgo podcast. Um, my friends, some other lovely podcasters sent in clips for the video, and I was actually, what's the word? Like, I can't think of the word right now, but I was so grateful. I was actually surprised. I teared up a few times because you know how sometimes you can post things asking people like, hey, can you be a part of this? Send me this. Or you can personally ask, and you just never know the response because everyone has things going on in their life. Some people are in a different space, and we just have to respect that. Um, Everyone that I asked sent in something, and the words of kindness were just so genuine, and it was just so loving. It was so filling, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Your words of kindness goes beyond just that one video. It's something that I will forever cherish and hold near and dear to my heart. So shout out to all of you for that. Again, the video is up on YouTube, so you guys can go see it. I also put like a quick clip on social media with a little song behind it. Um, yeah, it was again something that may be small to someone else, but it was very large to me. So I appreciate all of the podcasters that participated and people in my real life. Even my little sister, y'all sent me a little video. I was like, okay, girl. She liked to be in the background a lot, but people came out their comfort for me, and I love that. So yes, 2024 in itself is off to a lovely start. Um, I have been home, but me being home and on like this little leave right now has not been wasted. I still been doing my therapy. Got therapy today. Okay. Been doing my therapy, been back into my word, doing my studies, definitely my meditating and things like that. Doing some yoga, stepping into some new things this year, working out still, all of that. But just stepping into more unknown, different things that made me uncomfortable before. I am just diving in full flesh. All right. Um, so yeah, I just don't want no training wheels on. I just want to do. I feel like we do ourselves a disservice sometimes when we just leave things in the brain and let it ponder. Meaning, I want to do this, but I don't know if I can. Well, we can do it. We just have to actually put the motion in progress to actually do it. And I know that I have stunted my own growth in the past, and I've counted myself out so many times, and I just want to stop. I don't want to continue to do that. 2024 is not going to be the year of resistance. It's not going to be the year of fear, whether it's with the podcast or in my personal life. Like, I don't have none of those attachments to emotions. Not to say that they don't exist, they just not existent for me, and that's just how I want to look at things. There's been a song that has been playing in my mind. Like, you ever hear a song and you just like, where did this song come from? But you don't know, and then it pops up and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the song. And I'm going to tell you guys the song. Hold on. It is called Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. Now, if I'm wrong about any of that, to all you music gurus out there, please don't hold it against me. But at least on Apple Music, it is Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. And it was an older song. I've heard it before, but it randomly started to pop up in my mind recently. And I really had sat and I was listening to the words. And one line in the song specifically is, don't give up and don't give in. Keep your head held high. That specific line, wonderful song in totality, but that specific line stands out so much to me. And if you know my story, my grandmother used to pour into me in the most wonderful ways. And one thing, if she didn't say anything else, she would always tell me, just keep your head held high, girl. Keep your head held high, because you cannot see when your head is down. So don't drop it. And if you do, pick it back up and put that crown back on. And I'm like, you know what? This is my song of the year. I know people like to have words of the year, certain intentions and all that thing. I'm gonna have a song. This is my song. This is my song, because I need that reminder sometimes to don't give in. Don't give in to those negative thoughts. Don't give in to the self-doubt. Don't give in to the pity. Do not give in. Now, I am one for feeling your feelings, okay? I will tell you to sit in it a little bit, let it marinate, you know, whatever you need to do to know that your feelings and your emotions at that time are valid, do it. But the key is you can't stay there. And that has been my overall theme, within this podcast, is sitting your shit, but don't stay there. We got to get up. We got to keep going. We got to keep ciphering through life. We got to keep moving forward, because we have to figure out what's on the other side of all those negative things. We're going to look backwards from time to time, look in that rearview mirror, but just use it as a way to look at everything that you have overcome, all the people you have left behind you that don't do you no service now in life. And we just got to keep going. We have to keep going. And in reference of Chronicles of a Virgo podcast, if I did not keep going with my mission, I wouldn't be here today with this show. Like, I wouldn't have the platforms. Most importantly, I wouldn't have the voice, because this podcast has definitely helped redefine a voice that I always say I didn't have. I had it. I had it in me. It was deep buried in the soul, the pits of my soul. And now it has come out, and I'm not going to shut up. I always say that. I'm not going to shut up. You know? So I want to continue to use my voice as a way to help people. I want to use my platform as a way to hold space and stand in solidarity with others about their stories and bring people on that have other interactions in life and, encouraging words to offer because, again, it takes community. And I may not build the biggest community, but I know that my purpose is to build something. And with that building, it's going to help other people because we've already done it. We've already done it. And of course, this platform would not be what it is without me staying in my relationship with God. God has been the center of my life, and He's always going to be the center of anything that I do, whether it is Chronicles of a Virgo podcast, it's my blog, any speakings. Whenever I go, everything that comes through me comes from Him, you know? So, I, again, my personal life is always going to be instilled into my show. And of course, the support. The support has been tremendous. Podcasters, content creators, other professionals, therapists, life coaches, anyone that I have come in contact in this journey, whether I've come onto your show or you have been onto my platform, I didn't expect for me to gain so much insight from other people. That may sound weird, but what I mean is you never know how someone's story or just someone's few minutes of words is going to help value your life better or help you look at your own healing or your own growth differently. And that has happened to me. Sometimes I've had to really take a step back after recording an episode and be like, man, I need to get it together in these aspects of my life. Or man, I can use this, put it in my pocket for another day because I might just need these words. Nonetheless, what I mean by to bring all of this full circle is sometimes when you open yourself up to other avenues of life and you dive into other conversations and things, you can come out a better person. You can come out and still with more value and intellect that you can pour into other people. And that is definitely what it has been to me. So it's been a lot of podcasters to each and every one of you guys that have embraced me as my true, authentic, raw self, on a good day and a bad day. Just know that I appreciate you. I have so much respect for you guys, and I love you. And everything that you do, all of the words of encouragement that you have offered me, my platform, and all the hard work that you are putting in behind your own show and in your own personal life of growth. Just know that I wish you nothing but the best from here on out. I wish that 2024 is the best and prosperous year for you and your families, your loved ones, the whole nine. Like, just know that I truly do mean that. Anyone else that has supported me, whether you're a silent listener or someone that has just randomly emailed me or DM'd me about you liking the show, wanting to come on, whatever the case may be, just know that your support goes beyond the words that I'm saying right now, and it truly does mean something to me because I would never have thought in a million years that so many people would like me. I always felt like I was on the outcast, you know what I'm saying? Like the awkward person. It was so hard for me to fit in or really to define my words and my place of value. And having this space, I don't have to do it so hard. I don't have to be someone or something that I'm really not, but I've been able to blossom into my true self. So for that, I appreciate all of y'all. And from this point on, we're going to continue to get into some things. Season 3 is going to continue to flourish these next few weeks, these next few months. And we're just going to continue to grow and heal and have some very enlightening and candid conversations because we bringing that back too. Okay. So I didn't want to be before you guys too long. Hope I haven't rambled on too much, but I just wanted to emphasize the gratitude that I have had in my heart specifically these last few days, but definitely these last 2 years of what this platform has grown into. And I want you guys that have supported me along this journey to just know I appreciate you so much. Like words won't ever explain how much I appreciate you guys. All right. So again, please go to YouTube and check out the celebratory video of Chronicles of a Virgo 2 years. Thank you to everyone that contributed to that video as well. Also, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, all of that good jazz. Leave me a review wherever you are listening to this podcast, whether it's on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Good Pods, whatever your choice is. Please let your girl know how she's doing, how you're enjoying the show, and definitely come tap in with me on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Chronicles of Virgo Podcast on all of those platforms. And if you check the link below, I have all of the links provided to you, as well as my blog and my website, which I'm going to get way more intentional with keeping up with this year. So that is on my bingo card. So go check out all of that good stuff. And I am going to keep the executor segment going. However, what I realized is the emphasis with some of the questions, it would really do the people that sent them questions in a disservice if I just answered in a 2 to 3 minute clip. So some of those Ask Keto questions, I've been holding on to them because I want to do them in a full episode. Okay. So look out for them. The link will also be in the description. So if you want to send in something or request for a conversation or whatever the case is, hit that link and send it to me. It's anonymous. I'll get it. Or you can DM me on any of the social medias or email me at chroniclesofavirgo22@gmail.com. Okay. So it has been real, y'all. We are going to continue to power through the month of January in a positive light. We're going to continue to power through season 3 and 2024 in general. Okay. Remember, it gets dark sometimes. You will feel like you are defeated and like you can't go on. It will look like you have been denied access to any desired dream or goal that you want to bring forward. But just know that sometimes that denial is just a delay for something better to come in for you. That's just how God and the universe works together to draw all these different things together for the greater good of you. So, like the song says, don't give in, don't give up, keep your head held high, fix your crown. If you got tipped to the side a little bit, whatever you got to do, keep your chin up. Okay. Put a smile on your face and just go forward. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed my talk. Again, come tap in with me on social media. All of the links are listed below. And I look forward to chatting with you guys more within these next couple of weeks. All right. So, again, remember to definitely take care of yourselves, mind, body, and soul. Get that all in alignment, get that nervous system together. But please take care of each other as well. Peace out, y'all.